Good day, everyone, especially to you, Sir Abel S. Pliguera. So, before I start, I will introduce myself first. I am Jeneline B. Quezon, and today I will be discussing about a topic that we encounter not just in our studies but also in our daily lives. So, this is the tips in doing individual and group analysis. Just like how detective studies every clue before solving a mystery, a good analyst must examine facts, identify problems, and connect details to see the bigger picture. So whether it is done individually or group or part of a group, so the goals still the same. It is to understand situations and provide a logical and strategic decision. So in this report, I will be discussing about the valuable tips and techniques in doing individual and group analysis effectively. Before we proceed, let us know first what is case analysis. So, case analysis is simply a way for us to study real business situations so we can practice identifying problems and making smart decisions. So, it is really important for us, the BE students, since this will train us how to think like a managers. So, this will help us in analyzing facts, in choosing solutions, and understanding how organizations work. So, next is individual analysis. So, doing an individual analysis, it requires focus, critical thinking, and self-discipline. So, it gives you the opportunity to make or to give your own interpretation and evaluate information independently. So, to carry out the individual analysis, here are the following tips that are essential. So first is know the case thoroughly backwards and forwards before you begin your case study analysis. So every aspects of your case, you have to study. So you must fully understand the situations or characters, problems, and data in the case before you were going to analyze. So for example, if the case is about a failing restaurant, so you should know its sales history, customer feedback, and the management problems before giving recommendations. So next is give yourself enough time to write the case study analysis. So in doing the case study analysis, you don't have or you must not rush it. Why? Because rushing can lead to missing important facts or making wrong decisions. So example, if you only skim the case in 5 minutes, so what will happen to the case? Okay, so you might overlook the main problem. Next is be honest in your evaluations. So in doing your evaluations, it is really important not to let your personal issues or opinions to influence your judgment, diba? So we have to avoid letting our emotions to take control. Why? It's because your analysis must be based on facts, not on your emotions or your personal preferences. So for example, even if you prefer a specific strategy, you should still choose another strategy if the case shows it works better. So it's really important not to let our emotions eat us in doing the analysis. So next is be analytical, not descriptive. So in doing analysis, you have to go beyond the events. You will not only describe it, but you will analyze why it's happened and how it's happened. So ang analysis is, it's not a storytelling. It's an how you will explain the causes and the effects. So for example, descriptive, the company has low profit. So in analytical, the company has low profit because of high operating costs and for poor inventory management. Next is proofread your work. So in analysis, you have to review your grammar, your logic, and your coherence before final submission. So in doing the analysis, so checking your work, it ensures clarity, proper flow, and correctness. So that is the tips in doing individual analysis. So next is group analysis. So group analysis brings the sayings, two heads are better than one. So working together promotes idea sharing, creativity, and support. So this will allow each members to view the problem in multiple perspectives. So this will result to innovative solutions. So in Rachel Brady's final approach, when you're problem solving with a team and somebody has an idea from the person talking, because once in a while might come up with something useful. So it's really important in a group to have or to brainstorm. Kay ang brainstorming techniques is really effective, wherein ang each members of your group has rights to propose their ideas freely without criticisms. Kay ang goal sang group analysis is the consensus, wherein ang everyone or each member supports the final decisions for a good of a group. Means that every members or every ideas of the members should meet halfway. Next is the Sabluski 1996 outlined 7 motivational rules for this meeting that promote productive teamwork. So first is I will not argue. In doing group analysis, one of the things nga you should avoid. Why? It's because argument will just waste time. You should share your ideas in a calm way, 'di ba? Para for you guys to avoid any conflicts or arguments. Next is I will not bore. So in group analysis, when sharing your ideas, you should keep it concise and clear. Why? Because as I said earlier, nga ang argument will just waste times. This also will waste your time telling your long stories. You should just go straight to the idea. Dili ka na dapat magpaligoy-ligoy nga na. Next is I will admit when I'm wrong. So ini siya, kunin niya siya. Mostly mga sakit sa babae. Charot. Dili bitaw. Some says that ang iban is bisang kaybaw na sila nga sayop sila lisod gid na. Kay naman dili sila mo admit nga sayop sila. So how will you improve as a person if you will not admit when you are wrong? Kung dili ka mo dawat sang kasayupan. So in group analysis, it's also important to admit you're wrong. You should accept your mistakes and for you guys to keep the teamwork smooth. So for example, if your first idea is wrong, then you should acknowledge and adjust it. So next is I will let others do the talking. So it's not or it not mean nga you will not share your stories kay you should let others do the talking man. So this means nga you don't monopolize the discussions. If natagaan kay chance nga mo speak up, then speak it up na dayon. But you should avoid do the do all the talking. Kay if natagaan ka nay opportunity nga mo speak up sa mga ideas, then might as well give the others nga mo speak up lahat sa mga ila ideas. So next is, I will respect every other opinion besides my own. So in group analysis, it's important to have respects to your group members. Why? It's because their opinion or their different views helps the group to find better solutions. So for example, if you disagree with a suggestion, you respond politely. So we'll go back to the first one nga. You should keep calm and polite for you guys to have or to avoid argument. Next is, I will find creative ways to dramatize my point so everyone understands. So in number 6, kay you have to add, or you have to be creative or have other ways to share your ideas. You can use visuals or examples to make the ideas clear, just like showing simple diagram to explain your strategy. Next is, for the last one, is I will not pretend that I know what I'm talking about when I'm really don't. So in group analysis, you should not you should avoid this, diba? Kung ka kahibaw, then ka kahibaw. You don't have to pretend nga kahibaw ka, diba? It's because this will only leads to inang sa mga sayop ka ng information kay magpakaring arong inon ka man nga kahibaw ka, diba? When in fact or in reality is wa ka kasi nakahibaw, and then magpataka ka na lang sang give sang imo ideas. So next is Dr. William Ochi, the author of the Theory Z, explained that true consensus happens when every member can sincerely say. So first is, I believe that you understand my point of view. Second is, I believe that I understand your point of view. And third is, whether or not I prefer this decision, I will support it because the decision was arrived at and in an open and fair manner. Okay. So to achieve this, facilitators may ask questions such as, so in a group kung may ara pay mga members nga inang not wa pa ni support gayud ba, or may ara pay mga pag-alinlangan, is the facilitators will or can ask these questions. First is, under what conditions would you support this solution? So these questions helps to identify what a member needs in order to say yes to the group discussions. So this will encourage everyone to express their what conditions or clarifications they need before giving their support. Okay. Next is, what part of the solution do you oppose? And what parts of the solution would you modify so you would be more comfortable with the solutions? So these questions focuses on identifying specific concerns. So instead of rejecting the whole idea, okay, the members can pinpoint kung nano na part ang ilaganahan nga i-change so that ang solution nga or ang final solution nila nga na came up as became acceptable to them. Next is, what would be necessary for you to agree this solution? So these questions guides member to state clearly what must happen for them to agree. So this helps the group understand kung nano ang mga adjustments to for them to reach the full consensus. First question. Prior to discussion, familiarize the facts, analysis, and charts to support the group ideas. So, in group analysis, you should know the background first, 'di ba? Or anything na mga facts niya related to your discussions. So, for example, reading the case individually before the meeting helps everyone contribute better. So if you know the background, then you can contribute better decisions or better ideas. Next is be open-minded to others' views because no one can monopolize ideas since there are no perfect strategies. Like kung ang imo, for example, may ara kay ideas and then the idea that you give is wa siya napili or wa siya naganahan sang iban or sang tanan. So, in that, kung nano ang deception, nano ang desisyon sang grupo is you have to respect it. No need for you to make arguments. So lastly is be both a good listener and a good contributor. So keep the goal foremost in mind. So in doing group analysis, when someone's talking or when someone's sharing their idea, let them be. Do not interrupt them, 'di ba? Kay after kung mag-share na sila sa ila ideas, then after that, you can share your ideas. And then add your insights at the right moment. Kung someone's talking, then let them be. And after that, you can talk. And so that's it, the suggestions for effective group work. So, sum it all, whether individually or in a group, analysis is a powerful skill that sharpens understanding and leads to sound decisions. So, ang individual analysis, nag-develop siya independence and clarity, while ang group analysis kay build siya cooperation, creativity, and collective wisdom. So, in real world, ang not just in school or in business, kay success often depends on knowing when to think alone and when to think together. So, that's it, sir, and thank you. Have a good night.